South Point is also proud to provide a variety of relaxing amenities for the guests who want to be pampered. Soak up the sun and let your stress melt away in our lagoon-style paradise swimming pool. A relaxing getaway where you can bask in the desert sun and enjoy seasonal food and bar service poolside. And if you really want to escape, come to Spa Costa del Sur. From couple suites to a co-ed wet area, our spa caters to business and leisure travelers who want to unwind and elevate their senses. A visit to one of our spa's steam, sauna, or whirlpool treatment rooms will leave any guest feeling like they can take on the world. Our gaming amenities include over 60 table games and over 2,600 of the most popular slot and video poker machines. We have penny slots, including the popular Buffalo games, and real machines like Wheel of Fortune, Triple Sevens, and Megabucks. If you prefer video poker, try Deuces Wild, Double Double Bonus, or a variety of multi-denomination games. Or try your hand at one of the most popular casino table games in the world, Blackjack. Don't let the game intimidate you. Blackjack, also known as 21, is both easy and fun. And our dealers are always happy to assist. And the best part? Blackjack always pays 3 to 2. Next, check out the roulette tables. Roulette is one of the easiest casino games to learn, and so much fun to play. It's a favorite of both beginners and seasoned players. In addition to blackjack and roulette, our casino pit features over 60 popular table games like Baccarat, Pai Gow Poker, 3-Card Poker, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, and Mississippi Stud. So get out of your room and come join in the fun.
Hey, we'd like to thank the South Point for treating all our veterans really well today. They give out free buffet for 2 for anyone who is served. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all your service. And go Steelers. All right.
You're like the horn at Michigan State last week. Ann was stuck counting me in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's time for Monday Noon Football Show. Alex White is here. Hello and welcome to the show. We appreciate you guys stopping by and having a little lunch with Punch. The show is a fun mix of sports, conversation, viral videos, and some smart gambling advice. I'm your host, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. And today's show, we must address the Chiefs staying unbeaten by blocking a 3. So we have a block of 3 clips. And to start, let's hear the call in German. So here we go. The kick you've all seen, but have you heard it in German?
Nope.
No, you haven't, Alex. Listen. I don't know if NFL games are regularly in Germany. I know there was a game played in Germany that no one got up for. But he did say the word. Yeah, he swore. He swore in German. That's fine. No one cares. But yeah, so listen, that was obviously the reaction of the weekend. And now we have some Bronco fans in a sports bar not feeling so happy about this. Oh. So here they are. Are they missing Manning? For sure. No!
You can't keep getting away with it.
Yes, just totally crushed. And this guy in his chair, this is a good one. I love when the partners and spouses see their super fans watching.
You gotta be.
Of course, there are plenty of Chiefs fan video reaction videos, but who wants to see them happy? You know, we don't really care about that. We're tired of them. So what the hell? Let's show one more Denver video because this is my favorite one. This guy just is, I think they might need to call the paramedics. He's dead. The corgi is like, I don't know if he's getting back from this. Hello.
It is so brutal. They had that game.
They had the game. They look good. It felt like a divisional game.
Yeah.
I had Denver in my pick'em. I'm like, they always play each other tough. Ladies and gentlemen, sitting to my right for today and tomorrow. She is still standing. Oh. Yes, right? Are you here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. But she sounded like you were like you didn't know. Like you were like, oh, am I here Tuesday? Are we confirmed? Okay.
Confirmed.
She is still standing in one of the local Survivor contests, right?
Yes.
Okay. Also a 2-time national champ, sports betting analyst, Miss Alex White. Alex, what a weekend. Yeah, Alex, yeah, what a weekend for good games. What was your favorite? I mean, you had BYU, Utah, which I watched the fourth quarter. Steelers, Washington. Broncos, Chiefs. Lots of action.
Well, thanks to your Steelers, I am still alive in that contest.
That's who you took in the contest.
I did. Two and a half.
Yeah, that had to be pretty nerve-wracking at the end.
It was very nerve-wracking. But so my dad and I were talking over it, and we had a few that we liked. It was Chargers.
Yeah.
Do you want to lay 8.5 with the Chargers?
It's a lot of points.
Not yet.
Yeah. It's a lot. Okay, it's a lot.
And the Chiefs were talked about too.
And what was the line on that game?
They were 8.5.
They were 8.5.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Chargers were 7.5.
Okay.
So we were like,
big lines.
Let's go. It's going to be a competitive game. I
Steelers
had talked
coming off
about
the bye,
Steelers all
Tomlin
week
against rookie
anyways.
quarterbacks. Yeah.
Yep. So
Well, the end of that game, I mean, this happens so often where teams, you think it's over, they stop someone on fourth down, there's a minute left, and then they just run 3-run plays, and then, okay, Washington's going to get the ball back. They're going to punt with a minute to go. They're going to get it back. All they need is a field goal to win.
Right.
They send out, Tomlin doesn't even send out the punting. Send out the offense. They're not actually going to call play. Everyone in the stadium knows they're not going to call play, and then that rookie gets called offsides. So until that moment, you couldn't breathe.
Oh, yeah, for
Right,
sure.
because Washington could have easily come down, even though they had a
here's the
kicker
thing.
that wasn't their normal kicker. But
So I was okay as
you had
long as they
2.5.
didn't score.
Oh,
I
that's
was
right.
okay even if they kicked a field goal and they lost. But for you, I was like,
Yes.
okay, wait, we still want the
Thank
Steelers
you.
to win. I can't just be greedy here rooting for my
It
pick.
was by
But
far, yeah.
Until then, I mean, they were down by 10 at one point.
they were.
So it was
After
getting a little
being up early
stressful.
7-0 and going for that fake field goal, which was the correct call. It was a very ballsy call. But, I mean, they ran in practice all week, and he caught it every time.
Oh, my gosh.
Of course, come game time, he dropped it.
He was already running before he got
Yeah,
it.
he was.
He's
He
ready
was
to
like,
go.
"I'm going to score." Oh crap! I got to catch the ball first. But anyway, very exciting game. Would I still say the same thing at the Steelers lost? Yes, it was a great game. It was my favorite game to watch this year.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Courtney's rooting for Washington, so that made it even a little sweeter. But what a game! Yeah,
It just shows you how good both those teams are, though, right?
Washington's for real.
Washington
the Steelers.
is.
I mean, the Steelers were getting a lot of heat on all the morning shows today. Like, hey, they're for real. Russell Wilson's made the team. They're scoring 30 points a game. So look out for Pittsburgh, which I say every year. And right now, your NFL Coach of the Year is Mike Tomlin. Has to be. Who would you say?
Probably Dan Quinn.
Maybe. But the fact that Tomlin took a quarterback out who was 4-2, who's starting 4-2, and he takes him out to put Russell Wilson in. He was the only one who wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I was
go
okay.
ahead.
So here's the other thing.
Please.
And I think you and I are in agreement with this. Everybody's like, it's not even a quarterback competition. It's not even that cool. You have two washed up. Okay.
Yeah.
Fields is young, but you have two quarterbacks nobody wants. Good for
Right.
you.
Yeah.
But we didn't really believe that.
Look, Sean Payton is a jerk. Russell Wilson's time in Denver was doomed from the beginning.
Yes.
I was a little leery of it because, you'd heard all the diva behavior. Oh, he wanted his own
Right.
locker room. He had his own training staff. Like, he was probably a nightmare. But, you give a guy $300 million. His agent was probably like, what else would you want? We'll put
Right.
everything in the contract. They're giving you everything. But he hasn't displayed any of that in Pittsburgh. There was a great article written by, I think it was Mark Caboli, that he takes out the entire offensive line for a meal every week, but he also invites the receiver. He invites the whole offense, and he pays. He picks up the check, and he goes to some nice steakhouses in Pittsburgh. And I think Calvin Austin III said he saw the bill once, and he goes, "It's more than I make in a week." So,
Oh my gosh.
so he's been a good guy. He's been the consummate pro and the ultimate teammate. So we're glad to have him right now. Things are great. So I want to point out that right now you might see some people standing behind us. The South Point is packed. Something they've done every year for a long time now is they take care of our veterans today. Happy Veterans Day. And thank you to everyone who served. But you can see a shot there of a line. People are going to be standing in line. We have people giving out water here that work here for the people who are standing in line because they give out a free buffet for two for anyone who serves. So it's a great tradition down here at the South Point. It's absolutely packed, but you couldn't, the nicer people, and you saw a little shot at the top of the show of me walking through the line. And yes, I found a Steeler fan at the very end. But thank you to the South Point doing so much good.
Did you tell them to jump on YouTube and they're watching us, right? While they're waiting
They
in
are
line?
watching. I should be handing out cards after this, shouldn't we? Maybe we will, perhaps. It's a good idea. We got the flyers. Let's do that. All right, we'll do that afterwards. Top of show breaking video, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Kelce has not been a fan of the iPhone lately. We're not going to discuss what happened, but it looks like he wanted to repair his image, but not that guy's phone, apparently. So being the smart guy he is, I'm sure his media team said, look, we got to fix your image a little bit. Well, he found his people, Eagles fans, in an Eagles bar in Los Angeles, a bar I've been to, and this girl's running because she heard Jason Kelce was there serving beer. She runs down, gets a beer, and then she gives him his phone. So you're like, oh, God, he's going to take your phone and smash it. Don't give Jason Kelce an iPhone. But, he does takes a nice little selfie for everybody. Beer me, Kelce. Beer me. So he was there in a bar. Was there another video of him giving out beers or partying in that bar? Thought there was 2. Yeah, it's all right. It doesn't matter what order we show him. Here's another one. So here he was getting a little rowdy. So that was early, right? Now they're trouncing the Cowboys. Here's Kelce now doing the typical Eagles song. So here we go. Standing by. We're good. Here we go. Look at him. So it's funny because you see the evolve of him handing out beers, and then obviously he started sampling and drinking a lot of the beers. But
can't blame him.
It's a bar. I can't remember the name of it. Does it say the name of it? No, it's a. What is it? Yeah. It's on Motor, actually, I believe. I think it's on Motor. But anyway, I've been in there. And there you go. So he's a hero to everybody.
It's so funny when you first were like, "Oh no, don't give him the cell phone." Like he's just walking around, just throwing to everybody.
He's just smashing them. But she did.
It's only one time.
Yeah,
but that's how we feel about you with Monitor still. So.
Oh my God, too soon, Alex. Too soon. We'll see that again someday.
How about now?
What? No, God! Did you guys have that set up?
Exactly how we drew it up.
You have it that. You have it that ready to go?
Oh yeah, I've got a button for that. Yeah.
You break one TV, ladies and gentlemen. Still think it was the best thing that's ever happened to the show. All right. Today on the Punch Menu, comedy clip of the day, picks at 12:36. And in Punch Bowl Pundits, we have flying objects in Texas, DK Metcalf's diet, and my boy Blue. The Colt mascot is back, but first it's time for our comedy clip of the day, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned before, there was a game played in Germany, and Germans are known for their sense of humor. So when you watch the show, I love players when they surprise fans who are wearing their jersey. We showed Ocho Cinco, I think a week or two, surprising a guy. So here's our comedy clip of the day. Former running back James Stewart went to Germany to see his old team, the Panthers, play, and he surprised a guy at a bar wearing a J. Stu uniform. So he sees the guy.
Go get him. What's up, big dog?
Guy has no idea.
How you feeling, big dog?
I love these. That guy, he's probably been at that bar for a while, having a few beers. But he comes up, but the guy's such a jovial guy. James Stewart's like, hey, what's up? James Stewart here. And the guy's like, hey, just some guy's taking a selfie. And he's like, no, I'm James Stewart. So I love those clips.
That is awesome.
My favorite's still the Jason Varitek one where he's at the amusement park and has a 5-minute conversation with the guy until the guy realizes he's talking to Jason Varitek when he's wearing his jersey. Okay. Where are we at? We at roll call?
Panthers are very happy, too. They got a win there.
The Panthers won. Boy,
shocking.
I woke up. They were up 17-7. I'm like, Panthers are cruising. Then the Giants came back and tied it. I'm like, I'd rather see the Panthers win. I feel bad for the Panthers. And they came back and won that game. And our favorite Panther on this show is Xavier Leggett, the former, I think he went to LSU, right? Is that where he was a receiver?
Oh, gosh.
Somewhere down south.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's hard to understand because he speaks with such a heavy southern drawl. And here he is in Germany trying out some German sausages. And then he gives his opinion of wings as well. It's part 2.
I ate some chicken wings. Do I need to cook it?
Do I need to cook this sausage? So he's eating it. He's just trying a basket of food.
He went to South Carolina.
South Carolina. Thank you very much. He's a Gamecock. So he likes the sausage. All right, so he eats another one. And then he talks about how he didn't like
food since you arrived.
I ate some chicken wings. They had a little different taste to them. Like I used a different twang of barbecue shop. But they right here, I like it right here. I love the guy, but he's a great player for the Panthers. So congratulations to the Panthers getting out of there with a win. Did you watch any of that game?
Before going there, though, he was worried because he's a picky eater, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But he looked like he's just willing to try everything.
He enjoyed the sausage, but the chicken wings, they taste a little different over in Germany. I love that. These barbecue sauce a little different.
We watched the game here because we were about to do our show. So we watched the overtime and the second half here.
I wonder how the ratings were on that game at 6:30 Pacific time for the Giants and Panthers, two of your not better teams in the NFL. I watched the fourth quarter and I saw the field goal, so I was happy for Carolina.
Me too. And Bryce Young. I mean, that's 2 in a row for him.
It's 2 in a row. I mean, just right. I mean, like you were talking with Anthony Richardson and Joe Flacco. You got to know what you have in these young guys, right? Your season's kind of a wash right now. So just get them the reps they need in real games. Okay, let's go to roll call. Oh, my God, look how full it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so Alex, the question I had was the coaching seats are getting hot. I would say in Dallas and Jacksonville. and Chicago, probably. So today we ask, have you ever been fired from a job? And I said, go. Keith Law said there's some casinos that should have fired him. B-Town Dummy, love that Frank is now holding the pen like Jesse Palmer and Troy Aikman. Prop work. Shut up.
That's funny. I was doing that in Sports by the Book today, too.
Well, do you know that when they send athletes to broadcasting school that want to get, they make them hold a pen for a variety of reasons. It supposedly shows that they look smart and intelligent, but also something to do with their hands, but it's supposed to make you look a little smarter. So
good to know.
Yeah, it's a technique that they teach. JR, laid off in 2016, fired in a high school movie theater job because I was late for a team meeting, stayed out too late the night before, and I outkicked the coverage on a date with a girl that was a 10. So JR took the firing, but it was because he was with a very pretty girl. I like that. That's great, JR. There you go. B-Town Dummy got canned from Yahoo, which I didn't, my contract was not renewed. I was not fired from Yahoo. I did 1,000 episodes. We had nearly 1 billion views on Primetime in no time. And then they didn't renew my contract. And Christian, who I got hired as a producer, he didn't leave. He stayed. I told him. I said to move a solid. Yeah, right, whatever. Okay. I wasn't canned. Bob, burned my hand pulling out a hoagie from a pizza oven. They had to pay for my hospital bill. I called them to come back into work, and after I was healed, and they said, it's not working out.
Oh, my gosh.
I never knew that story, Bob. I only knew him working at Wendy's every summer during the summers. That's so nice of Alex to pretend she watched the Steelers to win for Frank. She did watch the game. She had a lot riding on that. Andrew Binder says, God bless our vets. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you, Andrew. We couldn't pass that along quicker and with more feeling as well. Russell Wilson goes to the O-line dinners in full pads. That's funny. Aaron O'Connor, off topic, but want chat room to know that Brooksy's owner raved about how great Frank Nicotero and Keith Lyle's show was on Saturday. I'm reading these cold. I didn't see that, but we did kick ass at that place. It was a lot of fun. Tommy Green, I've been fired for not showing up on the first day, ... more than once. Happy Veterans Day. God bless who all have served and are serving. Dean Hilt, thank you for that. Never been fired, but been laid off. All right. That does sound like Roll Tide Willie. All right. Have you ever been fired? That's the important question, Alex.
I have not.
No, never fired.
You?
Quit a job?
Yes.
Yeah, quit. Okay. Has everyone quit a job?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Anne, have you ever been fired?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Yeah, Baskin Robbins.
Giving out too many free samples? Yeah, what'd you do?
No, because I was in band, so I needed to get weekends, like Saturdays off for tournaments.
You were in band? I don't know if we know this.
Yeah.
Did you play the trombone? What do you think? Oh, she wasn't ready with it.
I wasn't.
People right now at back are like, what the hell is this guy doing? It's a trombone, ladies and gentlemen. Why were you fired from Baskin Robbins?
Because I needed the weekends off for the band tournaments. And so I say, I need the weekend off. He goes, that's not going to work. I say, well, no, I have to. It's a school event. And so he says, well, I've got good news for you. You have the weekend off. But the bad news is you're also fired.
Oh, my gosh.
So
harsh.
I was on a game show called Debt, DEBTU, to prove you're in debt. I went on and I won $14,000. And the following year, I submitted to become a writer, got hired as a writer. And after a couple of weeks, they wanted us to stay really late and work. And I was like, why are we staying so late? If we meet the quota by 6, let's get the hell out of here. So I was kind of like the Norma Ray of The Office, trying to get everyone to leave, but everyone would stay longer. So the guy called me in who hired me, goes, hey, I got good news and bad news. Good news is you're going to have a lot more time to work on your stand-up career. I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, we're letting you go. I go, what? He goes, yeah, well, it's not really working. I go, my material's good. I get it in all the time. I'm finished by 5 or 6. He goes, that could be the problem. So I think I was getting done quick. Maybe they weren't the best questions, but I don't know. Anyway, I got fired. And then the executive producer who actually had me fired 2 years later was executive producing the show Make Me Laugh, which was a show on Comedy Central, and I was on as a guest. And then he saw me and he goes, see, best thing I ever did was fire you. Andrew Golder. Actually, we're still friends. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was the last thing. So here's someone who got fired. Okay, who snitched? So someone got fired for going to the Dodger parade.
Way.
Yeah, so it says that due to the call and no coverage being available, the store was forced to close. So a Dodger fan got skipped when they were spotted at the parade there. So
that is terrible.
Yeah, if you're going to go to a championship parade, disguise
yeah.
What's that? Yeah,
Use
wear
a
a disguise.
disguise.
Put face paint on or something. So this person lost their job. So I guess it was worth it, though. They got to see the parade. But some people went hungry because this person's shut down the food service. I don't know. All right, that is crazy. Oh, what a segue. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for That's Crazy. There we go. There's Chalk the Cat.
That's crazy.
Okay, that's Chalk the Cat, right, Alex? We're familiar with our cat, our cat Chalk. I found a real life Chalk. Here he is. This is a real life Chalk the Cat, right here. Watch him how he gets down from this cabinet.
What?
He utilizes the wall as leverage to get down, and then he comes down and he makes his picks. That's it. So there you go. Just found that while I was looking for dog clips. All right, Alex, what do you have for That's Crazy today?
Okay, so it was a bad weekend for the state of Florida.
Very bad.
At least for their football teams.
Okay.
So 9 college football teams and 2 NFL teams,
That's
all
brutal.
in Florida, lost. So they're 0-11 right now. The Miami Dolphins play tonight. They could be 0-12 or 1-11.
Could make it an even dozen, and we will talk about the Monday Night Football game and picks at 12:36 in about 17 minutes. Yeah, brutal week for Florida. By the way, there's a show on Max called It's Florida Man. And it's these weird, and it's just these true stories that they've recreated and put actors in. Some big name actors about this guy. This guy was all probably methed up or drunk, and he goes into a swamp and a gator bit his arm off. And he walked 2 miles back and passed out, and someone found him the next day, and he lived. So they reenact it with the real guy, but also an actor playing him. It's a really good show. It's called It's Florida Man, so watch that. But that's a brutal weekend for Florida fans.
I had to really dive in, too, because there was 7 FBS, and then there's 2 FCS Florida teams. And Jacksonville State is not in Florida, Frank.
Oh, it's not. Did
you
I
know
mention that before the show?
No.
Oh, no. I thought it was. Where is Jacksonville State?
In Alabama.
It's in Alabama.
So I saw that.
It's in Alabama. Go back to Greenbow, Alabama. It's my Forrest Gump. I know like Stetson and Bethune-Cookman and all the pro teams, Florida State, Miami, Cam Ward.
Miami, that was the first loss, yeah.
Georgia Tech, wow. So I don't know if that hurts his Heisman chances. I guess he had a pretty good game, though.
Yeah, no, he still had a really good game.
His numbers were still there, but boy, that hurts Miami's. They'll still make the championship. They'll make the tournament or whatever the hell it's called. All right, That's Crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Let's throw it up there. Okay, so last night the Houston Texans, wore these helmets. Were you a fan of these helmets that the Texans wore?
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. It was funny because Reno Paul goes, hey, I didn't know that the Detroit Lions were playing Spider-Man because they kind of looked shiny and red and they had kind of a web look to them. Those are supposed to be Longhorns coming out. But I didn't know this, and I saw this. I follow this guy, Helmet Addict. By the way, you should follow him because he's obsessed with helmets. It's a great follow, entertaining. So the 5 finalists for the new name for the Texans in 2002 were the Houston Apollos, because, NASA, Houston Bobcats, Houston Stallions, and Houston Texans, and Houston Wildcatters. And honestly, let's be honest, he says Texans might be the worst of the bad. They absolutely are.
Yes.
That's the most boring name. I like the Bobcats or the Wildcatters. That is out. The
Wildcatters.
Come on. The Houston Wildcatters, that is an outstanding. Houston Apollos makes sense. Stallions is a little too USFL for me, but the Texans are the most boring name.
I agree.
Yeah, right? But the helmets were kind of cool. I mean, I didn't know until I saw this that was supposed to be a Longhorn. Yeah, right? Yeah, you see it now, but during the game, I'm like, what the hell are those things? But they didn't look so good. But
that Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was Reno Paul. Is Reno Paul in there?
That's really funny.
Junior B-Town stands for Glorious Bremerton. Can put time in. Okay, shut up. I worked in Playa Vista at the start of my Yahoo gig, but they let me work remote when I moved to Bay. Yeah, Yahoo was great. They were great for a while. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is a Monday. That's why Alex White is here. But also, what is the Monday feature everyone likes to tune in for? It's one of Drew Dogg's patented, amazing Monday montages. If you're new to the show, these are highlights from last week's 5 episodes. And if you're watching for the first time, please subscribe. And if you want, you can then get in the chat room. You only have to wait 5 minutes and you're in the chat room. So here we go. Monday montage, last week's highlights. 3 minutes of nothing but fun. Here we go. Monday montage. Bobby McFerrin, crank it up. Don't worry.
Fair use. We got like 2 more seconds until we get sued.
Don't worry. Woo! A little twerking. And then Blue. We love Blue. There you go. And then who's that? Is that the Kraken mascot?
Is the Kraken
Why is the
mascot.
hockey mascot for the Kraken there? What is going on in Minnesota? Is there a furry convention of some sort? That's in Pittsburgh on the 4th.
Yeah, and after you eat, you take them over to the Italian-American Club.
We still haven't done that. We're going to do that.
You haven't been there? It's a lot of fun. Hey, Kyle, you can come. You can just come as our +1 because you're not
you gotta
Italian.
have a Jew. Someone's got to be
Well,
there.
somebody's got to do our taxes.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
Someone's got to count the money.
Here, we could get a YouTube. Get Vegas YouTuber.
Here we go.
Get Vegas YouTuber Babe a la Babe. Babe a la Babe. Babe a la B?
Sean's just shaking his head back
Do we
there.
know who that is, Sean? Tyreek Hill's going to try to do that.
Yeah,
Watch
I
Write
could
it
see
down.
that.
Put it in an envelope. Oh, speaking of driving in today, I remembered we did
We
post.
were?
Yeah, no, what? Driving in today, I remembered we did a sealed envelope of our baseball picks, the whole studio, of who we thought would win the World
We
Series.
did?
Yeah.
You said speaking of driving in
Speaking
today.
I meant to say, speaking of yeah, there was no segue there. Speaking of a Snapple lid fact for you about hummingbirds. The only bird that can fly backwards is a hummingbird.
Really?
Or Saquon Barkley! Oh, that was good. Because he's an eagle, and he flew backwards last week.
Whoa.
Maybe you saw that clip 1,000 times.
You know, it was a good joke until you explained it to us.
Do I fidget a little bit? Now it's all I can think
You're
about.
probably the fidgetiest person I've ever directed.
I'm not like this fidgety off camera, am I?
Yeah, I don't know.
Little bit?
Sometimes I just wonder if you've got eczema going on. Or
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Okay, you had Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
Occasionally some injury issues.
Mafia ties as well, Your Honor.
Is that a plus or a minus?
I'm just saying, Your
Okay,
Honor, I
yeah,
just
all
want
right.
that for the record. And how are your dogs doing, by the way?
My dogs are great. Kino's right below me, Dice is right there, and Pie Guy's on my left. My wife and I together 24 years, which is basically 3 murder sentences combined. I want you to know that. 24 years, we had parlay, teaser, jackpot, Dice, Pie Gow, and Kino. Yes, folks, I like gambling.
What's your process of the ribs? Is it a smoker? Is it a crock pot, a grill? I knew it was a crock pot.
Recess is over.
Oh, okay.
And he little brothers him, literally. He goes back for more, shoves him to the turf, and he goes head first into the sideline. My God.
This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts. When they're going to lose, we love them for the shoe.
Beat the Bills. Let's prove we're the Colts Mafia. This is our team.
Go Colts!
I like Seth. I don't like you singing
Oh,
it,
come
though.
on! Excellent job, Drew. A
That's a
lot of
great
fun on the
ending.
show. Yeah, those are great because we forget a lot of this stuff while it's going on, and then we look back and see that we're trying to entertain America and parts of Canada and Mexico. We're seen everywhere, aren't we? We're the whole world. We're worldwide. It's like the Dennis Bono Show. He's worldwide, so are we. Make sure you come down on Thursdays and see the Dennis Bono Show. Outstanding. All right, let's look at today's date. It's November 11th, 2024. I can't... Okay, get it. 2020. Barbara Walters. All right, here are your days. One of them is fake. You guys have to pick out the fake. Then we'll have a little fun with AI magic because we got a couple good birthdays. Veterans Day, obviously. Again, thank you to all those who have served. National Metal Day, Jerry, as in metal music, throwing up the horns. National Crockpot Day. National Sundae Day, as in ice cream sundaes. National Indiana Day. World Origami Day. Pocky Day, those little chocolate dip sticks, those little game, and National Split Pea Soup Day. I think it's Split Pea Soup Week, actually. I think I made an error. I'll let you know now that one was real. All right, so what do you think?
Can I see that?
You may see them. There you go. She likes to look at them, make sure they're trying to. Okay, so the crew, Drew Dog is saying crockpot, Jerry is saying Pocky, Vince is saying the Sunday.
Okay, so since Andrew, we're always on the same page. I was thinking crockpot, but I'll go with Indiana Day.
Indiana Day, and
Veterans Day?
no, that is an actual day. And
Indiana Day.
now I think Drew Dog had an advantage here because he saw me speaking of a crock pot in one of the crock pot day I made up. So that was the fake one. Who had crock pot day back there?
Drew Dog.
Drew Dog had it. Oh, I thought someone else did. No, just you had it and then you wavered.
Yep.
Go with your gut next time, man.
And we beat you last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago.
I was pretty good last week. It's
were.
National Indiana Day. That is a day. Celebrity birthdays. Leonardo DiCaprio turns 50 years old, and Demi Moore is 62 years old. So we put them all in a computer, and we had AI do its thing. The computer has been moved up to Utah, and here we go. Okay, so that is no one near looking like Demi Moore eating an ice cream sundae. But then you got Leonardo DiCaprio. He's playing some metal music.
Yep.
So there you go. See Leonardo DiCaprio, hairband. He's got the long hair. I guess maybe it's in Indiana as well. I don't see any origami weaved in there, but I like it. There we go. What's that again? What? Oh my God, Vince! What an eye! It is the state of Indiana traced behind her, because everyone knows best ice cream in the world, Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Punch Bowl Pundits. Yep, we roll in the graphic here. It's very soothing because it's about to get heated, so we need some soothing music. Yes, go ahead, mention that. You want to mention the parlay card?
We have to mention the parlay card
Please
because
do.
I've been holding this since 9 o'clock for Sports by the Book, and I didn't mention it.
Okay, we'll do it
So
again.
come to South Point and fill out your jackpot parlay card. It's College Rivalry Week, which is November 30th. So some of these are pretty interesting now. Are there any Florida teams on here that we can fade?
Are there? No?
No.
Have you done how many now? 3?
I have 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Have you turned them in yet? You got them stashed away there?
Yeah, they're turned in.
Oh, okay. They are turned in. They're official. All right, come down. It's only $5 to play, ladies and gentlemen, and you could win a minimum of $25,000.
Oh, yeah, the money part's kind of important.
Yeah, money play. Let's bring
forgot
that up. Yeah, it's $5, and you got a shot at $25,000. Be nice Christmas shopping money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Punch Bowl Pundits.
Number 2.
Oh, yep. Here we go. Number 2.
Question. You love touchdown celebrations.
You do.
What did you think of Cam, who did the Parent Trap Celly a few weeks ago?
Paying tribute to Ray Gun.
Paying tribute to
Do you remember Ray Gun from the Olympics? That was the Australian breakdancer.
Yes.
Yeah, here we go. Here's his touchdown celebration. So a couple of weeks ago, he did the Parent Trap handshake. Remember that?
Yes.
For some reason.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's the Olympic performance, as Caden is titled. I love that. Look at it. He even does a little pose. Excellent job, Caden, layering those in. He has fun. He has fun playing the game right there. You are a big proponent of letting them celebrate.
Yeah,
I think when Judge Chris Andrews was here last Tuesday, it's
I
fun.
randomly threw that out there, too.
I like touchdown celebrations. I don't like when the entire defense runs to the end zone at the other end of the field and poses after a turnover.
I like it.
Unless it's the Steelers, I don't mind. If it's against the Steelers, I
Hey, if
usually
they want
hate
to
it.
run 100 yards for no reason and make themselves tired just to do a post.
They have to get their steps in. They're
Yeah.
professional athletes.
Yeah,
Is there a favorite celebration that you have in mind? Do you remember anything that really jumped out?
No, I don't. I mean,
I remember.
Have one. I have one.
You have one?
You remember like when Junior Seau would get a sack? He would
Okay.
he would do like his big flexy like thing. I loved that.
Yeah.
It was,
There was a guy named Joe Horn that hit a cell phone in the cushion that goes around the base of the goalposts, and he got in and he scored like a long touchdown. So no one was even chasing. It was like an 80-yard touchdown. He was a wide receiver for the Saints, and he went over, grabbed the phone, and dialed it up, and acted like he was calling people about his touchdown. That was a classic. And then, of course, there's Vi Sikahema. And I know anyone my age remembers, he was for the Philadelphia Eagles kick returner. He scored, and he went over and worked the padding as a heavy bag, and he boxed, which that's considered using a prop, so you can get a fine and a penalty for that. As long as you don't use, I think you can use the football as a prop still. I'm not sure, or you're not allowed to use the football. They have rules. It's no fun league, NFL.
Yeah.
No, let them have fun. Jesus, let them celebrate.
I do like when they get some of their other teammates and do. Like I remember one year where they were all doing a bunch of group things.
Yeah.
Like they'd sit in front of each other.
Row the boat,
Yes.
the kayak. That's always a good one.
Yes.
Kayak. Oh, Kristen will point that
By
out.
the way, she retired.
Ray Gun retired?
Yes.
Okay, well, I think she needed to. They're going to make a movie about this someday because her and her husband were in charge of selecting the breakdancers, so she selected herself.
Well, first I see on social media a few weeks ago, she put something out, a challenge.
Yeah,
where she was
I can
willing,
beat you.
Yes. And if they beat her, she would pay them money
Yeah.
or something. And then now on social media, it said that she retired.
She retired because she's like, everyone's better than me. But here's the thing. What are you going to remember about the Olympics? What's the thing you remember most about the Olympics? Go. Can you remember anything about the Olympics?
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, right. Snoop Dogg. Americans in basketball were great.
Yes.
And the bad breakdancing.
Yep.
Which they've already said they're not bringing back, but I think maybe right now they should be like, well, a lot of people were watching, so maybe we should do it again. All right, go for another one here. We got time for more before Punch Bomb.
That was
That's
fantastic.
Can't buy them to the Vikings. The Vikings.
You spent some time learning.
The Vikings are 7-2. Not sure they look like a 7-2 team.
No.
They really don't.
My dad's not buying them.
No, and Chris is not a fan either. He doesn't think they're that good either, but we shall see. They're in a tough division. They're not going to catch Detroit, and they got Green Bay on their heels. So that division's tough, and the Bears have kind of fallen apart. But all right, what do we have next?
Number 6.
Number 6. We're going to number 6, and I can't believe it already. Okay, so Alabama really smashed LSU on Saturday night. As we know, the hatred runs deep. And look at this, Alex. It's deep enough to even ruin your birthday. So here we go. This guy, it's his birthday. He's an Alabama cake. Look at that. He's all happy. He's got his gear on. And I'm guessing that's his wife or girlfriend who planned this prank. So he cuts the cake, and it's LSU colors. Now watch what he does. She's like, I put on her bunch. He didn't like it. That's an outstanding clip, by the way. And actually, that fan, what he did to that LSU cake's kind of what Alabama did to LSU. That was supposed to be a tight game. I was all excited. Paul Skeens and his girlfriend, I forget her name. She was down there with him on the pregame thing, and then they just got hammered. So my question to you
Paul Skeens is in Vegas.
He's in right now? Wait, what? Where is he? What's he doing in Vegas?
I don't know, but I might know somebody that owns a gym, and he needed somewhere to go work out. So I heard a little rumor that he was in Vegas.
Okay, you guys are surprising me. Is he here? Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Skeens. Yeah, I think Keith has pointed out that he has a friend who trains where he does, baseball trainer or something. So, all right, Keith Lyle, I challenge you to get Paul Skeens on this program. I'll wear my Paul Skeens shirt. Anyway, so where does this leave Alabama now? So
I have
dominate.
Alabama 3rd now.
You have them up to 3. Okay,
I do.
Well, while you have your college rankings out, we'd like to hear them.
Okay, let me pull them up here.
Yeah, because that was a decisive victory. Everyone was kind of on Georgia.
Oh my gosh, when they are good, they're so good. And Jalen Miller, when he's actually running the ball, yes.
Okay, so you have them 3rd.
Yes.
Do you have Oregon 1?
I have Ohio State.
You have Ohio State 1. All right, let's hear your top ones.
Who Oregon beat, right?
Yeah, right. I know. So how do you have that? It just works out that way with your numbers.
Yes, I have Ohio State, Texas 2, Bama 3, Ole Miss and Oregon tied at 4.
Oh my God, I do like Ole Miss.
And then I have Notre Dame, and then Georgia.
Okay.
Then Penn State, Clemson, and Miami, Florida.
Yeah, Clemson. So 2 ACC teams that Pitt has to play the next 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Pitt's kind of fallen off the charts there. That was a really bad loss to Virginia at home. My God. But you still, Ohio State's the team you're rolling with right now.
Ohio State right now.
They are deep. And I think someone said that even, who's their former coach, the disgraced guy who had to leave, Urban Meyer, he even said, I think he said he thought it was the deepest Ohio State team he's seen. So good luck to the Buckeyes. I don't know. I can root for Ohio State.
It's just so interesting. And my dad and I talked about it a lot on the show today. But Ohio State and Oregon are probably going to play each other for the Big Ten championship. And,
oh, God. Sorry.
And Penn State.
My own alarm scared me. Sorry, it's 12:36. Anyway, finish your thought, please.
Penn State's just going to be waiting and have a week off. And then they go in.
Is that
how
it could go?
Yeah, they go into the playoffs a little fresher, but then one of them will get a bye. Whoever wins it, I don't know. It could get.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Look, it's the first year. We're gonna find out in a couple months how this works out. But is it Dylan Gabriel for Oregon? Yeah. He threw his 160th touchdown or scored his 100. How is that possible in college? How many years has he been playing? It's like
a lot.
Yeah, that sounds like a record that can't be broken, but you never know anymore. But that COVID year helped.
I'm sure JR will tell you too, because he let us know. Because it was Case Keenum's record.
Case Keenum's record
that he broke. Yeah.
All right, JR, let us know if you think that could be broken or not. All right, it is.
Well, yeah. Now without COVID.
You never know without the COVID year. Yeah. Okay, it's time for picks at 12:36. We got it in with 2 seconds to spare. There we go.
Punchline picks at 12:36.
Joel Embiid expected to make his debut Tuesday versus the Knicks. It's nice of him to finally play a game. Okay. All right. What do you have for us today? Monday Night Football, hockey, basketball. What's going on?
We're going football.
All right.
And we're going same game teaser.
Oh, okay.
So teasing up the Miami Dolphins to 8.5 or 9, depending if you want to do a 6 or 6.5. And then I'm going to go over for the total, but by going over, you bring that total down 6 points.
Sure.
So I'm going to do 42.5 an 8.5.
I like it. Okay.
I haven't done very many this year either, but I'm kind of rolling over. So because remember the odds are like minus 140.
Okay.
So you got to put a little bit more.
Good to know. And you have to. It's usually double juice for a teaser, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you've ever given a teaser out, so there you go. Dolphins minus 8.5 and over 42 tonight. It's going to be a good game to watch. Look, I've always I like the Dolphins. It's a team you can't hate. I like Mike McDaniel, but they have just not been clicking on offense. You're the one who's always pointed out their defense is actually playing well this year. I am playing Jeff Parles in our fantasy league, and I have like 4. Hey, what's up, guys? I have like 4 Dolphins tonight. I have Jonnu Smith, A-Chain, and I have Tyreek Hill. So I have my first round pick. I have 3 guys going. I need like 80 points, and I have one more player, I think. For some reason, ESPN thinks I have a 45% chance of still beating Jeff. I don't know if I will, but I don't know. So I'm going to watch the game. I like the Rams. I'm taking the Rams minus the 2.5 at home. They're a team on the way up. Seems like it's 2 teams going the opposite direction. Mm-hmm. I think the Dolphins I like the 8.5. I could see it 6 or 7 point game, but I just think the Rams. I was going to do the money line, but I think they'd win at least by a field goal. So I'll take the Rams tonight in LA. That crowd, I've been there for Monday Night Football in LA, and it's crazy. And by the way, the fact that people have had the day off in LA, so that is going to be a rowdy crowd. They're probably tailgating as we speak in LA or the bars around the stadium there, SoFi. So I just think it's going to be an unbelievable home field advantage, which the Rams usually don't get. But because there's a vacation day, a lot of people maybe don't normally get to go. I just think it's going to be a total Rams crowd. Miami is not really known for their fans traveling. No. It's not like Green Bay or Pittsburgh or Dallas. So I feel like it's a decided Rams advantage, and Sean McVay has that team playing pretty well, and Matthew Stafford looks great. So I'm going to go with the Rams.
So you think that Florida teams will be 0-12 tomorrow?
I guess I'm going with the even dozen for Florida. I apologize, but I do think, I like the Rams tonight. And I've mentioned this, Christian, B-Town Dummy, who's watching, we went to a Rams game. We had tickets to a Rams-Seahawks game. And because it's a holiday, it's going to be easier to get to today in L.A. This was a Tuesday game due to COVID. It was a Tuesday night game. And the traffic and the traffic patterns and the parking lots, we got into our seats at the 2-minute warning of the first half.
No way.
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
Gosh.
And I don't even think we sat. Then at halftime, we just stood, and then we watched second half and left, and it took like 2 hours to get out. So it's a nightmare going there. So there are picks at 12:36. If anyone's got a pick, let us know. Tommy, I know he sent me a hockey pick. He said, let me see here. Dallas and Pittsburgh have gone under seven. They've gone under 7 straight games. It's my 6.5 minus 115 tonight. So maybe look at the Stars and Penguins under tonight. So there you go. That's from Tommy. So we like when we get some fan picks. So thank you, everybody. And we have a few more Punch Bowl things we want to get to before we do a little pick 6 thing to end the show with. But we got plenty of time. So here we go.
Number 3.
I think, okay. Yeah. So do you want to read the question?
Texas Tech fans have a weird tradition and toss what onto the field?
Okay, so it's a multiple choice for you.
Oh, gosh.
Texas Tech fans, do they throw A, boxes of mac and cheese, B, stuffed animals, or C, tortillas?
Tortillas.
Roll the clip in. Let's see if she's... Oh, my God, it's tortillas. They throw them on the field, and for some reason, Travis Hunter picked one up, and, He's like, you know what? I don't know. He threw it in his pants. Not really sure why. Maybe to keep it warm. Do we have another clip of them throwing all the tortillas? Oh, no. That's all right. Anyway, so a lot of people...
Where is Texas Tech?
What's that?
Where is Texas Tech?
It's in Texas.
How south is it?
It's in Lubbock. I think it's in Lubbock, Texas.
It is in Lubbock.
Yeah. Well, here's the reason.
Okay,
so everyone, they don't know why the tradition started. The best theory is from 1992, where one of the announcers of a nationally televised game said, the only thing that's good about Lubbock is Texas Tech football and the tortilla factory. So they took offense to that and started throwing tortillas, and now it's a tradition. So... I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's a wacky tradition, but there you go. My question...
I'm glad it wasn't the other thing you said.
What's that?
Like a box of mac and cheese?
Box of mac and cheese. Box of mac and cheese, that's done at Bare Naked Lady concerts, the Canadian rock band. They have a song, If I Had $1 Million, and then they say mac and cheese, and they throw mac and cheese on the stage. I've seen it done. Not cooked mac and cheese, raw. It's in the box still. It's a silly tradition so I stole that one. Okay. All right, pick another one out.
Okay. Here we go.
You picked 2 out.
Yes, I'm ready for the next one, too.
Right.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Okay, here we go. Is this DK Metcalf?
Do you want me to read this?
Yeah, or do you want me to read it?
Sure.
Athletes are obsessed with their diet, as we know. Seattle wide receiver DK Metcalf has 1 cup of coffee, 1 meal a day. Cup of coffee, 1 meal. But he also has 3 or 4 bags of what? Is it beef jerky?
I don't even need a multiple.
Baby carrots or candy?
It's candy.
He eats, watch this. This guy's cut like an Adonis.
Drink 1 coffee.
1 coffee.
Like 3-4 bags of candy.
Bags of candy.
5 bags of candy.
It's Kevin Garnett.
Nah, see, I'm a gummy type of guy.
He likes
I'm just taking
a gummy type of guy.
So yesterday, I woke up, worked out again.
You worked out again.
Came home, showered.
Showered. Not sure what showering means.
Run to Starbucks, get a quick coffee.
Starbucks.
Hold me till like 4, 5 o'clock. It's 12. It's gonna hold me for like 4 hours. Around 4:30, I ordered some candy.
What do you mean order candy?
What did I get yesterday? Got the Skittles gummies.
Skittle gummies.
The Lifesaver Creations.
Those are good.
Same size bag. So I just mix them. Get the gummy, get the candy, get the water, eat that. That's gonna hold me to like 8 o'clock where I'm having dinner, 8, 9. And then I eat dinner, go to sleep.
All right, so I'm going to start that diet, the DK Metcalf diet. I'm going to drink in the morning. I'm going to have a cup of water and a coffee, which I don't drink, just so I get 4 or 5 bags of candy in there. I don't understand. And he's like unbelievably jacked.
Oh, yeah.
But he did say he worked out twice a day, so I guess that offsets. But 4 or 5 bags of candy. So my question also was, Alex, before you competed during your national championship run, cheering at UNLV, did you have a pregame meal or you weren't really? Nothing specific you did? No meal specifically?
Saltines. Specifically.
Saltines. You haven't eaten saltines in a while.
I know. I have at home.
You have
I
at
just
home.
haven't brought them
She
in.
usually brings her unsalted or low salt. What is it?
No salt.
No salt saltines.
Yeah.
Defeats the whole name. She just brings in the teens. Bag of teens.
Yeah, I've actually been eating here more, so I haven't
Smart.
brought all my snacks.
All right. Very good. By the way, the line seems to be moving pretty well. Okay, so there you go. My pregame meal, I eat breakfast and then I come in and do the show. Yeah. Then, I don't know. I don't really have a... All right, moving on. All right, what's next?
Well, you like a lot of those different things from Costco.
I do. I like the little egg bites that are made. They used to be made by Starbucks, but now Kirkland makes their own version because that's what Costco does. They rip up people off. They rip off the ideas and they sell it cheaper. But yeah, it's just easy in the morning before I come in. I throw those in, maybe a couple Morningstar veggie sausages. Some days I go crazy, turkey bacon, little avocado cup, and some iced tea.
Yeah.
This is fascinating, I know. All right, next one in the punch bowl.
Okay, so this is your favorite mascot?
This is punch bowl 5. Yeah, it's 5.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were going to ask me, right? I have a multiple
it's a
choice.
question. I'm sorry. Okay, so it's about, Alex, I'm sorry. Here we go. So Blue, our favorite Colts mascot, he hit a Bills fan with something. Did he hit a Bills fan with a pie, a confetti cannon, or a wooden chair?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. We're going to have to watch and
Okay, we're going to have to watch and find out. She doesn't want to take a choice. So they were playing the Bills. Bills Mafia have this stupid tradition where they break tables, right? So Blue's like, hey, save the tables.
Save the tables.
So he's saying, save the tables. Tired of seeing all these tables be broken. But, what happens? Bills fan, rowdy Bill fan comes up. And Blue's like, don't break the table. He's like, I can't believe he broke the table. So he's got to get some revenge for his hometown fans.
I see some chairs
There's some chairs there, and he picks up a chair, and bang. Alex just gasped. It's balsa wood. I'm sure they didn't really. And then they had they carry him away like an old Keystone Cops movie and put a new table in. And there we go. Oh, they put him on the table. Yeah, I did. Well, once they carried him out, they do it again. Does he jump on him? Okay, here we go. Do it. There's no way he does this. Oh, my God. Oh, it's a dummy. Oh, wait. Is it a dummy or is it a real person? Do we have confirmation if that's a real body? I'm telling you, Blue is the best. Why is... what's that? Okay. Oh, my God. By the way, why is he green this week? Why is Blue green? We have to get. He has 8 million followers.
Well, the Bills have blue.
Oh, it was military month, so maybe it's a military thing. Veterans Day, he was dressed in army green. Maybe that's what Blue was doing there. I don't know. But he crushed that guy.
Ann said she agreed with that.
That works, right? No, because they're all wearing. All the coaches are wearing that white camo yesterday, and it's every month they have a different look for the coaches and everyone on the sideline to wear. I didn't ask you what's your favorite birthday cake flavor when that guy smashed the cake. Do you have a favorite cake?
Birthday cake.
Well, what kind though?
I know, but that flavor is really good. Vanilla. Only vanilla.
And favorite cake?
And it's like the confetti.
Oh, the funfetti cakes?
Funfetti,
Nope.
yes.
Correct
Nope.
answer is yellow sheet cake with chocolate frosting. So I'll take a cheap cake any day.
Yeah.
I don't need a fancy cake.
I don't even really like cake.
You don't like cake?
Agreed.
I would prefer candy.
What?
Like DK
You're a DK
Metcalf.
I like brownies. I like cookies. I'm not a fan of cake.
Yeah.
And thank you to Alex for bringing up Rice Krispie treats. I like those.
She did. She brought up Rice Krispie
I
treats.
love Rice Krispies.
All right, I think we have one more Punch Bowl, or was that it? Oh, is that it?
I think that's it. I can't
no,
believe.
we have Punch Bowl 4. There's a 4. Maybe I didn't cut
Sorry.
the question out. So here we go. We like when refs have fun during the games, right? So here we go. The Hockleys are kind of royalty when it comes to NFL referees. Ed Hockley called a game in 2005 in Mexico. And yesterday, his son Sean called a game in Germany. And he did a little special tribute to his dad, who's probably our favorite ref. So here's his dad in Spanish. So yesterday in Germany, Sean Hockley did this.
Oh.
Wow.
By the center. It's
Pretty cool. And the crowd loved it. See, like the crowd's like, all right, the guy spoke our native tongue there. So my question is, do you like when the refs have fun during the games, and why do the refs make sure the Chiefs always win? So it's a two-part question. There's a lot of memes going around. They have like a ref flying in to block the Denver kick. They seem like they get breaks, but when you're undefeated and you're the two-time champ, people are coming after you, so they're going to break down every little thing. But there was a thing. Did you see Patrick Mahomes? His mic was hot. The ref had his mic open, and Mahomes said, hey, let me know if that guy's coming to hit me. So everyone's like, oh, he's asking the refs, like if he gets pressure. I think he was joking around with the ref, but I don't know. Did the Chiefs get favoritism? Oh, the nod from Alex. Yes, she's like, yep, they do.
I can't wait to bet on the Bills this week.
Okay, let's take a look at that line, by the way. What is the line for the game?
2.5.
I forgot.
Let's see if that moved, though.
Bills 2.5 at home. Yeah, I like the Bills. Kansas City, by the way, I know Andy Reid wouldn't admit this. He doesn't want to be undefeated. He doesn't want to go into the playoffs.
Right.
You don't. You don't want your first loss. Ask the Patriots to be in the Super Bowl. It's not a good thing. Okay, Punch Bowl's done, ladies and gentlemen. We're putting it away. But we are bringing out the stocking for Pick 6. Yeah! Rock and roll. Here it is on Metal Day.
Do you think that or you think it's just because?
I don't know. I mean, look, they could call penalties on every play, I think. There was a controversial play in the Steeler game. TJ Watt was mugged with two hands while Jane Daniels was in the end zone. So if they call the holding, as they should have, that's 2 points. And they have to punt to the Steelers.
Yeah.
Game worked out. But TJ Watt, it's popular for Steeler fans to say he's held every play. There's a lot of holding that could be called. It does just seem how the Chiefs do kind of end up getting the calls a lot, but I don't know. That's what happens. Like Tom Brady used to get calls because he's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is getting a few calls. They are the faces of the league, so I mean, it's not favoritism. It might be just a coinkydink. All right, Pick 6. Alex came up with a new way to do this. So we're going to do Pick 6. This is the A through F edition.
Yes.
So you pick 3. A for Alex, F for Frank, and it just so happens to be 6 letters. A, B, C, D, E, F. So we're going to draw 3 each. A total of 6 helmets have been drawn, and we will place them in order from A to F, giving them a grade on their performance this past weekend.
Best to worst.
Yes, best to worst. I have removed the Cardinals, Panthers, Giants, and Buccaneers because they are on bye week. I have 3 in my hand. Here we go. I don't know how this happens. You saw me shake it up. I don't know how I pick the Steelers every week. It is not fixed up. All right. So
Every
here we go.
time.
Here are 6 helmets. Denver, Pittsburgh, Atlanta. Go ahead, throw your 3 up there.
Seattle. Who was
Cleveland.
that?
Doesn't matter which way
Cleveland?
they face. No logo.
Okay, and then the Patriots.
All right. So we want to rate them on their performance this past weekend. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Going A through F. So I'm trying to look. Let's see here. Yeah, this will be pretty easy, won't it?
You didn't take this guy out, though.
Yeah, Seattle, they didn't play, right? So I should remove the teams from last week's bye week, not this week's bye week.
Yes.
It's the first time we're doing it this way. All right, we got to replace it.
You were prepared.
We got Washington.
You have to replace that one, too.
Oh, Cleveland's out, too. Damn it.
You really had me nervous. I was like, oh, my gosh, he pulled out all the teams with the bye. I did not pay attention to Seattle's
Did Green Bay
game.
play this weekend? No, they didn't. It is. Miami. Oh, we can't do Miami because we don't know. It's the first time we're doing this version. Philadelphia. Okay. Oh, those are good ones. Okay.
Yeah. So
we got how many teams won their games? Right.
They lost. They should have won.
Right?
They won.
They won, and they won. So we got 4 teams. All right. So, Alex, here we go. We have to put these in order. We will work as a team.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. So what team gets an A for the weekend?
Ooh, it's one of these two.
I would have to say the Philadelphia Eagles were really dominant against Dallas, but Dallas is not a good football team. I mean, Micah Parsons in the locker room is talking about how Mike McCarthy won't be there.
Yeah.
And Jerry Jones is saying, they are a complete mess. I don't mind giving Philly possibly an edge, but I mean, I'm a homer. I would give, there we go. That's right. I'm like, there we go.
That's where it's supposed to be.
Okay, so run down what we have here. So this is based on their performance. We're handing out grades A through F. You're giving the Steelers the A.
We're giving the Steelers the A.
I think so.
Washington is the real deal. Very good offense.
Okay.
They slowed them down and got the win.
They did.
Philly, you said it perfectly.
Yeah.
Dallas
That's
is
it.
not
We'll
a
just
good
move on
team.
because it was perfect. You heard Alex say it. Perfect. No. Yeah, they're just really bad, and there's a lot of dissension on that team. I feel like, it's. Do we know if Dak Prescott's out for the whole season or not? He is, right? They've announced it.
Surgery, yeah.
Oh my God, what a mess! What a mess! And by the way, it couldn't happen to a worse fan base, so I love it. No one likes the Cowboys. How did they beat the Steelers? Okay, so Philadelphia does look good, and again, very quietly. They only have 2 losses, right? They're 7-2 or something like that. Nick Sirianni getting all that heat. Your team's 7-2, and you're in first place. So shut up. This is a shocker, but I kind of agree with you because they won. We have to put the Patriots.
Unless you want to put the Broncos ahead of them, but
yeah, boy, I don't know. It's close.
They looked good, and I knew it was going to be. But okay.
All right, switch it. Yeah,
they beat the Bears.
They beat the Bears, but is beating the Bears saying anything at this point?
Well, they went to Chicago and beat them there.
Caleb Williams got sacked 7 times, 9 times.
Gosh, yes.
The all-time record for being sacked through the first 10 games is broadcaster David Carr, who was on NFL Network going, look, I don't want to see anyone ever break my record. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I believe he was sacked like 45 times through 10 games. Caleb Williams is at 39.
Really?
Yeah, he's like second. So that line, and Ryan talked about it all the time, that line is not good for the Chicago Bears. And you got a young guy, you draft number 1, and you can't do that. You just can't have no line at all for this guy. He's got great weapons. He's got Odunze. He's got DJ Moore, who walked off the field during a play last week. Things are kind of a mess in Chicago. So I'll give the Patriots a little credit, but I would put the Broncos ahead because they could have won the game.
Yes.
All they needed was a field goal.
Won. Yeah, and that was against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
So we know that's a good
rival
team.
in KC, which is one of the hardest places to win. Washington, we're giving an A, B, what is that, a D or an E? That's given an E. They failed. They failed. You lost.
E for effort.
You lost at home. You had your shot. Zach Ertz didn't run 1 yard. You lost. You're losers. Get out of here. I like him a lot. Thank God Sean's not here today. He's off till Wednesday. Sean's a big fan, and he called them at the beginning of the year. That was his playoff team, dark horse.
I know.
And right now they're looking like they're going to do okay. And the Falcons, F for Falcons, Alex. Yeah, get him. What are you, being the cat, whacking helmets?
I'm so mad at the Falcons.
Why are you mad? Did you have a little money on the Falcons?
No,
Okay.
I purposely don't bet them so they can win.
I like the Falcons too.
They have so much talent.
Love Kirk Cousins. They got the best tight end that everyone's forgotten about in Kyle Pitts, but they got Drake London. They have a lot of talent, and
The
they
best
play.
running back. They got
What happened?
Bijan.
Everything's fine. Are you worried about it? Oh, okay. It's against the wall there. What is happening? Oh. Oh, no. All right, so we're going to redo. Are we redoing live TV? All right, we're backing up. Go ahead, Jerry. Throw it in there. He's ducking in. All right, there we go. All right, so let's back it up. All right, this is the edit point, and
I can't redo things.
So the Falcons, F for Falcons, right? What'd you think of the Falcons?
Well, so Washington, we got to go back to E. Because we got
E for Washington,
failed,
right?
To the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right. Well, and the Falcon, F for Falcons. What do you, oh, no, Did you get that? We got it? Okay, good. Drew, make that in the montage next week. Falcons were a letdown. Here's the thing. The Riz, this coach, the special teams coach, who's now the head coach in New Orleans, kind of forgot about this game when I was doing my pick-em league. I did take Atlanta. You forget that first game with a new coach where a guy comes in and institutes all the new things and he gets everyone pumped up. I didn't think the Saints were going to win. They did.
I liked the Saints until I was reading up about so many injuries because it was Derek Carr's second game back, and they really should have beat the Panthers the week before.
Oh, yeah.
Dennis Allen should have been fired,
Yeah.
So they were right there. Division game, it's tough.
Falcons they're still in the playoff hunt. They'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
right.
They're going to win that division
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
and then lose the first round.
You will be back tomorrow on the air.
I guess I will be back.
You'll be back here tomorrow with us. And you're with your dad in the morning tomorrow. So you're at 9 a.m. You can watch Alex with Kenny White. Kenny's amazing, the two of them together on Sports by the Book at 9 a.m. Alex will be back here for Punchlines at noon. And then Matt and Everett will be in on Wednesday. So we just flip-flop them for a couple weeks. Coming up later in the week, on Thursday, we have Deb Whitkus, Eagles superfan, since they're playing that night. Billy Gardell is going to be live in studio, right?
He'll be stopping by.
He's going to be stopping by. And then Joe D'Amico, the return. Thursday, packed show. Friday, Jeff Parles. But we, speaking of your dad, we have Kenny White's Dog of the Day.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have today? And I think, what do we have?
I think we're all in agreement.
It's the Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay.
At the Hurricanes tonight, right?
They're at home.
They're at home?
Yeah.
And is it +1? Oh, it's +115. I couldn't see. Wow, at a home dog.
Yeah, Carolina's
good.
Yeah.
All right, so there's your dog of the day, ladies and gentlemen, from Kenny White. So we gave you a couple picks. She gave you a teaser, take the Dolphins and bring the over down, over 42. I took the Rams at home minus the 2.5. And you got Kenny White giving you the Golden Knights at home, plus money dog. Here is our dog of the day clip. I'm not sure what it is. Okay. This dog walked in and found the grandmother's dentures. This is either frightening or cute. I don't know. Look at him. He looks like a celebrity, but I can't think of which one. What celebrity? Not sure, but I don't know if they trained the dog or if that was a happy accident, but that is horrifying. And then he kind of ingested him.
Oh my God.
Not really sure, but that is the creepiest clip I've ever seen. Thank you for watching the show. Like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. Alex is pulling double duty. Any final thoughts, Ann, on the show today? Anything? All right. Come down to the South Point. I was told by Jimmy Vaccaro that the Starbucks here, which is open 24/7, is also taking care of vets today. I think you can get a free coffee or a free tea. Wow. Remember, the buffet, if you've served, you can come down, handing out free buffets if you have served for us. We appreciate it. Happy Veterans Day. We have our red, white, and blue football. And we'll see you tomorrow, folks. Make sure you come back to watch Punchlines at noon Pacific. Lines stands for Live in Nevada. Every show.